welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and I have to admit and be honest with you, Starlight was not able to get out today. I had some computer issues, either the slow internet or something going on, so I wasn't able to get out, but I hope you were able to. And also, I hope that you're taking really good care of yourself and being the change that you want to see in this world. Plus, to help others, like to use your voice. And, if you see someone going down the wrong road, is to inspire them and let them know that you love them. And like to maybe they could think twice about what they are doing. Not to control people, though, that is not what I'm talking about. Is to kind of guide your loved ones or your family members or someone close to you, like if they're smoking cigarettes or drinking too much, have an addiction. We can all like kind of encourage those people that we love and let them know, hey, I love you, but maybe you ought to go and get some help with that, and I would be here to support you, to help you through those steps of getting the right kind of help. So I really do love all of you. You can, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. And also, thank you for being patient with me. I've been right now, because I am living in my car, it is hard to have the correct speed for my internet to upload videos. I believe that is the problem that I'm having right now, is because my internet keeps on cutting out, so anyway, please be patient with me as I try to work on these videos and try to figure out why this is happening to Starlight. So anyway, you can give this video a thumbs up, plus you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, plus you can also follow Starlight on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, like I said, and today I spent hours at the library, and to be honest with you, I didn't get anywhere with all that time. And anyway, I do love all of you, and this is a different type of video. Is who like the owl, who are you serving? We're all serving someone, but who are you serving? There's there's forces out in this planet, out in this 3D matrix, and you're either serving God, the universe, and God has many names, like Starlight's got many names, so sorry about that. Are you serving God, or are you serving a dark force out there? We'll just say the devil. So who are you serving? And you might wonder, how would I know who you're serving? Well, it is kind of obvious in some ways. Sometimes it's not. Where do you spend all your time? What is it that you're doing? Are you working on yourself and trying to become that change that you want to see in the world? Or are you letting the temptations come in and take that away? And that can happen. You can be tempted to do so many things, and we all fall for temptations at some time or another, but then there's a time that we grow and we had enough. Or like, no, I am, like Starlight right now is, you gotta really know your strengths and your weaknesses. And this video is kind of a two-part thing that I'm gonna do. Is have you ever noticed when you are trying to work on something, like say for instance, like you want to go to college and finish a degree, like before Starlight was taking GED classes, trying to finish getting reprogrammed, getting programmed by the government, in the school systems and stuff like that, to just get her diploma. So, like they say, that's going to get me a better job, which I kind of outsmarted them, because I started my own cleaning business. So I did really great with the cleaning business. So, and I was making more money than some of the people out there that had a GED. I was, like the most I was making was $50 an hour for cleaning. So, I have to pat myself on the back for that. And and that's, somebody that was in a special class in school. So some of you might actually watch these videos and, have some thoughts about that. And that is okay, because I really don't care. It doesn't, just because somebody has a GED doesn't mean anything to me, really. That's just a program that they put out there to control the people and to force them to have that, and tell them that if you don't have that, you won't have a good job, or you won't have a good chance at getting a good job. But I proved that wrong, and that I didn't have a piece of paper to prove it either. So and then there's people that I've known that went to colleges, got degrees, and they ended up doing jobs that Starlight would have been doing before she went and started her cleaning business. So who are you serving? Are you, you really should serve just one master out there, and and that is the thing where most people are serving both. They're not just serving the devil by going out and drinking, or going out and with guys or girls, going out and having like a one night stand, not having a like a meaningful relationship. Maybe it's like a lust thing, not that it's that you love that person, whether it's a guy or girl, because both sexes do that, is that they will go out. And I just had an offer about a week ago, from somebody that I knew before, and I was kind, and I said hello and how are you doing, and and then he responded, right point blank. He didn't beat around the bush, and I'm like, I didn't respond back, because I am really serving God right now. I'm giving myself 100%, and I'm wondering what are you doing? Are you working on yourself, or are you kind of teetering back and forth, over that fence? One day, you might be serving God, and doing really good, and then the next day you might go out to the bar with the guys or the girls, and or have addictions, like drugs, different kind of drugs. It could be anything that overtakes you. Anything could overtake you if you let it, too much of this and too much of that, and everything in moderation. So there's people that gamble. Gamble, is gambling bad? Or is gambling okay? Or is it good? So that's a chance that you take when you gamble, whether you're going to win or lose. And Starlight has done it off and on throughout her life. I never really had a big gambling addiction at all, because I never really did that great with gambling. So gambling has never been a thing for Starlight, which is, I am so glad, because I know that it can. I've definitely have, sorry, I gotta just see if I can put this here somewhere. I definitely have known people that has had gambling addictions, to the point that they might flip out on their loved ones because they're not doing so well as far as making money on their bets. So you do have to be careful of people out there that have gambling addictions. And there's a lot of times that I've noticed with people when it comes to gambling is they will let you know all the money they won, but they really don't want to open up and let you know all the money they lost. They'll claim that they actually won more than they lost, but there's no proof of that. A lot of times they're not going to save all those scratch off tickets or lotto tickets to really show you, like, look at this. This is all, all the tickets that I paid for, and here's the ones that I won, and this is the amount. And there are some people out there that, they might get lucky and win the lotto, so it does happen. Whoopsie. Is I'm having a hard time with this. So, oopsie, maybe I can put this here. Sorry about that. Is that, my arm is getting so tired from holding this phone. Hang on. Whew. So anyway, and I apologize that I am going to have a busy day tomorrow, so I am having like problems with my phone and my computer, so I am trying to do something a little different tonight to see if this is going to work. So besides gambling, do you have sex addictions where you don't really love the person, you just want to have sex with them? It's all about lust. It's like, hey, I'll give to you and you give to me, or the friends with benefits, or the one night stands, and guys and girls, there's guys and girls that do that, where these days it's more common, I believe, because, people really are afraid of really having a committed relationship, because really, to be honest, that means they have to work on themselves. They really realize that, that maybe they have a hard time living with themselves, and, that, they don't want to have a relationship because they know there's certain areas that they have a hard time with. So besides that is, where do you spend all your money? Is it going on the right kind of things or the wrong kind of things? Where do you put all your time and efforts? And I have to say, any time that I'm trying to live for God, someone out there is going to try to pull me back and try to persuade me to go the opposite direction. So when you're living for God, it does say in the Bible how you are going to be attacked by others. I got attacked by a lady today. I could not believe it. Over that, I stood in line. I had to, I told a man that, hey, he knew I was in line and I had to use the bathroom. And in this place where I was, if you're in line, you can get back into the same spot that you were. And, the lady gave me a hard time about getting back in the line where I was. I would have been peeing my pants. So Starlight said a thing or two to her, and there was demons or something in this lady that was really psychologically trying to attack me somehow or another in public, in a building. So you really do, you don't want to be afraid of those kind of people out there, and understand that when you are really serious and you want to give your life over to God and you want to serve God and do stuff, that you're going to have people are going to, it's like they get sent to you to try to start a war or a problem, and just to see how you're going to respond or react. So really think twice of how you're going to react to people out in public. They're out there, and I realized instantly, oh, that's a dark, she's got dark energy. And there's things in the Bible, it says what you can do if those people try to attack you, with their words and actions, and just to try to get you to respond. Is I can't believe I said it. I didn't really know if I was supposed to say this out loud, but I did. And it worked, though. Because the lady, after I let her know that I'm just standing back in the same spot, and the guy that I was standing next to, he, verbally let her know, yes, she was standing here, and that's the rule in that place. I mean, why would I have to go all the way at the end of the line, if that's where I was? So, and that's how this building, this place that I was at this morning, that's how it works. But she just kept on running her mouth. She just wanted to fight with me and argue with me. And I told her, I'm not gonna, let's have a good day. It's Sunday morning today. Let's start off in a good way. And she just kept on running her mouth. So and that is, I did a very powerful meditation this morning. And this is what happened right after I got done doing that. So, because I'm giving myself over to God. So you will be attacked if you're going to live for God. I'm going to be straight open with you on that, because it says in God's word, you're going to end up having to lose family members to live for God. It says in God's word, I wish I quoted it because I remember reading that several times in my Bible, that those are the things that are going to can happen to you. Are you willing to let go of family members to give yourself over to God? Or are you going to let the devil win and let the devil just scare you, and like where you cave into these people out there that don't want you to live for God? Are you gonna stop doing what you're doing and just go along with what everybody else is doing, or are you gonna continue and fight that fight? And I'm not saying to fight with people, absolutely not. I'm just saying that to stand up, and my heart rattled, and I prayed for all the archangels this morning, to put a shield of protection around me, and this morning. And it's amazing how that lady just wanted to pick a fight with me after, I ignored her after that point. I said my piece, with what I wanted to let her know. I told her, actually, Satan, get thee hence, and because it says in the Bible that and Satan will flee. And it is weird that she went out of the line and she went and talked to one of the workers at the store. She was hoping that they were going to kick me out. And they didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I could have proved everything what happened. And so eventually she shut up, and it was history after that, But I had the archangels with me this morning to protect me, my aura, because I was being I don't know if she was putting any spells, but I already prayed that none of those spells, if she was putting any voodoo or witchcraft or anything, that she has no power over my body or anything like that. And it's all because I want to live for God. So do you want to live for God, where you're gonna get attacked for his name's sake, just like Jesus did? Jesus went through, what did Jesus go through? So that what I'm going through is nothing what Jesus went through. And that is, you're going to have, even your family members are going to go against you and try to stop you and attack you and say stuff. A stranger, like today, that lady didn't know me. So who are you going to serve? Are you going to serve God or the devil? You cannot serve both. You have to pick one. God either wants you to be on fire for him or cold. So you either hot for God or you're cold. Either you're living for God or you're not. You can't live on the both sides, and like one day you're living for God, and what master are you serving? Just like a job, is the job that you have, is that pleasing with God, or is it a job that is you're working for the 3D matrix, where you're depressed, you're sad, and you don't like your job, you don't want to go there the next day? That might not be the right kind of job for you. And a lot of people, they'll try to, I had somebody not too long ago try to get me to go get this job of making stickers all day long, and oh yeah, you make good money doing this job. And I'm like, I am sorry, but really I don't want to make stickers all day long. They're I would be bored out of my mind. That is just, I'm not going to feel good about that. So the kind of places that you go, do you go to bars and spend all your time at the bars and partying and drinking and listening to music, dancing, and just having a party, while the world is in the state that it is in? Or are you out there, really trying to help this planet out, help people out, and work on ourselves? That's what we need to do. I love you, and I'm not saying that Starlight's been perfect at all in her life. I've definitely have had back and forth my struggling, in my life, going back and forth, so we're all at times can be guilty of going back and forth, and not even realize it. A lot of times we're not even realizing what we're doing with our lives. Are we living in the best that we can, or is there some things that we really can work on and should work on? So I'm not here to judge you, because God is the judge, but who are you serving? Are you serving God, or are you serving the government? Are you serving, the other people in the world, instead of, maybe God says one thing and then, families or the government or the school system or doctors might tell you something different that goes totally against God, or the churches, it's about you. It's about having your free will, and it's up to you who you serve, so if you want to see a change in the world, and that mean, when I say that, I mean like a positive change. That means that you got to work on yourself, and don't let people take your free will away. And it's so important to decide on your own what is right or wrong and where you're going to spend your time. Are you wasting your time away? Are you, and this is if you're out there and you're into this, I'm not going to apologize. I can't apologize. This is a big time right now in this year. It's mainly for men, but women do this too, is football season. Woohoo! Yeah, are you really big into football? Or hunting season. This is where a lot of men and women, Starlight's got her hunting license. I am like a freaking one shot, one kill girl, though. You give me a gun, like as long as it's not too powerful. I'm really good at, like my first shot, bam, I get the target. So Starlight's really good with a gun. So, but I don't go out and kill deer. And I did go out hunting before, but I never shot anything. I've gone up in a tree stand. But, at this time of year, there's men especially, it's either a sport, or they do it to get the meat, or it's a combination of both. Is that, like, do you spend all your time out there? Do you have enough time to work on yourself? You really need to make time to work on yourself, and God will bless you. God will. When you are living for God, I am telling you, doors will open up. I just, I'm going to bring this up as the other, what was it? I have been homeless for a month and 20 days, and I have been out trying to apply for so many jobs online, and you know what? Nothing was happening. I was out there, online, and, and I was going to stay in this area, in the New York area. And it's funny. I decided that, I want to move away. I'm going to move to, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And I felt like a pull from God, because the energy in this area where I live is really negative. Like today, that was not even where I live. Even in my car, this was a different city area. An area that I'm not even too familiar with. So anyway, once I decided that, I felt like God wanted me to move to a different state. And it's so funny, is once I decided and said, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I got to get out of this area. The energy is really a low frequency, a low vibration, and I need a change. I want to like start all over, and bam. The next day I went for another, an interview, and I got hired right on the spot where, because I need to make money to be able to travel and pay all my bills, to pay for my brakes, for this vehicle, so I don't have any, to keep myself safe, and I have, where I can have a safe trip out to where I'm going. So, it's because God's seen my, that I am changing things, and I'm letting go of people and things that no longer serve me. Nobody's here where I live, even though I have family. They're not here supporting and helping me out, really, not at all, so there's nothing here for me. And I realize I need to change it up, and I want to go where it's warm. So anyway, who are you serving? Are you serving two masters, or, are you serving God or the devil? And, are you of a low frequency, or like this lady today, complain, running at the trap, running her mouth, just being negative and trying to attack people? Or are you the kind of person that's sending, kindness to people, and sending love out, and, I prayed for that lady. I even sent love vibes to her. I mean, would you believe that? I did. I'm like, oh, And where I was, they have a certain setup. Once you sign in and you do what you're supposed to do, if you get out of line, you can get right back in your spot. And so it is something I had to pray all morning, like for help, that it wasn't going to ruin my day. But I'm just sharing that with you because they're out there. There's the dark energy people that will stir your emotions up, get your heart rate going. I didn't even have coffee at that point, but wow, my heart rate was going. But I knew I was protected. I hurried up and prayed for Archangel Michael to put a shield of protection around me. She was standing like two, like 2 feet away from me, in my aura. So you do want to protect yourself, but you really need to make up your mind, who are you serving? And it does take time. I'm not going to say, it's, you got to realize if you're doing things that is not right and pleasing to God, and I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect, absolutely not. It's just something that you want to, or, should work on. You got to decide, who are you going to serve? What master? There's two of them out there. And like I said, most of the people are serving both. There's a lot of people that go to church. They claim that they're Christians. Starlight's been there. They served, they were one way at the church and at the home. They were stealing, they were lying, they were cheating on their wives, their husband, they were beating their kids. They were doing all kinds of stuff, backstabbing all the other brothers and sisters in the Lord, going out and doing this, going out and doing that, and go to church and put the halo above their head, and act like they were all, perfect. And then back out the door they went, going out and sneaking around, doing, and little do they know, God saw everything. God doesn't turn a blind eye to anything. God sees it all. Just because you don't get struck by lightning right when it happens, it doesn't mean that God is not actually seeing what you're doing. So you do have a choice to who you're going to serve, and God gave that choice to you, if you're going to serve God or the devil. And but you can't have both. It says in the Bible that you do have to pick one. So anyway, I do love all of you. I hope you get a lot of help from this video. And hang on, I gotta switch my hands here. My hand is getting so sore. So anyway, I do love all of you. Let me see if I could set this up somewhere. You can actually give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman. And don't worry, I won't do very many of these videos because the lighting is not that great. But I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I got to do something because tomorrow I got to see how this is going to work, because I believe it's that I'm having issues with my internet service, like on my phone, because I can't always get at the library. And the library internet sometimes, I think, at certain times, because everybody goes in, it just like the internet is not that great. So I have to figure this out. Anyway, I do love all of you, and it is up to you what master you serve. And Starlight already, I have decided my whole life really to serve God, but there's times, I was going through some stuff, and God understands all that stuff. So anyway, I do love all of you. I hope you enjoy this video, and this will give you something to think about. Is are you playing, two roles, and like playing the, being light and dark, and we gotta have both, but you really only should have one master. And Jesus is my master. Jesus, his Father, his Heavenly Father, God, the creator of all, the universe, is my master. And I will serve my master, God, for the rest of my life. So, and because I say that, you know what? I asked for the angels to protect me throughout the whole day. My whole morning was a little funny. I just couldn't believe all the weird things that were happening this morning, because I am giving myself over to God. So anyway, I do love all of you. You can give this video a thumbs up. And anyway, I do love you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.